I'm in a phase now where I'm focused on time. Yesterday I thought about how long does it take me to do these videos, right? And I basically just looked at it. It took me less than 20 minutes. I thought, okay, that makes sense. But it was like I was very like boom, boom, boom about it. Like I was making sure I wasn't like lollygagging, right? Because I know sometimes it could take me up to like 30 minutes to an hour after I finish everything. I'm like, what? It took me an hour. But I think it's just because I be doing other stuff at the same time. But if I like do this, what I need to do, that took me about 15 minutes, right? And then plus this talking shot, whatever this gonna take, right? And then the editing. I think that's what rolled up to an hour, but it doesn't need to be. I can make this all very seamless. That's the first one. The second one is I'm starting to study content again. So with that, I'm happy about that because it's reminding me about what content I make. Like it's reminding me again that this is practice content. This is practice. Like this is not your normal form. You're just building up the muscle memory of creating content, recording, editing, and posting, and you're seeing what you learn from it, right? I'm getting more smooth with it. Because once again, I said that when I'm doing the content, sometimes I zone out. And by the time I zone back in, I'm in a different spot. Before I say, I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna do content. By the time I zone back in, I am set up the tripod and the camera to record the first shot. Today, by the time I zone back in, I was on the treadmill. I was okay, cool, that's good, right? I'm conscious, but it's like by the time I'm like I zone out. So I'd be in the zone, and then by the time I zone out for a second and come back to like the current reality, like the current moment, then I'm able to like that's what I meant by that. Okay, that's the second one. And the third one, with me studying content, I what happened? What happened? I'm able to see different shots from those recordings. Remember, I said that because I study content, that's how I found out about the moving, sitting, talking shot, and about how people don't move around as much. The video could be very enjoyable, and that was really to break my own expectations. I feel like I had to do be above and beyond. But I started watching people, I'm like, they're really only doing like 3 shots. They're only really in like about 5 locations max for it, right? And it's mostly just talking and it's flow. But I seen a content creator yesterday. Every set of days, every 3 to 4 days, I'm going to transition to a new set of people. Okay, fast forward. What happened? Fast forward, what happened? I seen a creator yesterday. I watched her videos for the last 3 days, and I noticed on the last day that she has these shots where like she's transitioning to like another talking point, but it's like music and it's like the B-roll shots. I love that. So basically, like at the beginning when I'm doing all my movie and city shots, when I'm walking, exercising, treadmill, readings, typing on a laptop and journaling, she'll basically have those type of shots with some background music. That is like one thing that keep drilling to me. And that's the thing about this whole process. As I keep repeating the situation, as the days pass, I'm like, okay, that thing. And it's like every day that thing gets pressed more and more and more to the point it's gonna be in my back of my mind. I know for a fact now that music is coming up next and very soon, right? So that's the update. Yeah, I wanted to actually write down on the phone, on the laptop or something, what I was gonna talk about, but when I was trying it, I didn't really have anything to talk about. I really didn't think of nothing for real. I said, just get in front of the camera and just flow, and it's happening. It right out today, right? I should have said welcome to a new video because this is a new video. And yesterday made 2 weeks. I didn't even notice that it made 2 weeks. And it makes sense why I feel like I was scrolling so hard, like so much. I don't know, I'm happy now, so I'm kind of motivated. Like this is the halfway mark. So it's okay, all you gotta do, you did it for 2 weeks. All you gotta do is push forward and do it. Like just now, I had something else to do. Basically, my time ran over and I was supposed to do something else. And I was okay, I go do that thing, or I can make content. I just made the content, I get energy. And see, now it's done. All I have to do is edit. I already recorded, I already scheduled the post the last week video. So all I have to do is edit and collect that. That's something else I can talk about later is how I edit and how I shoot content. I definitely show that later on when I get more of a flow. I think, remember, by the end of this month, I'm doing the same thing, recording, editing, posting, movie, sitting, talking shot. So as I'm in this second wave, I really want to start getting into what are you going to do next month? Like, what is your plans for next month? I can basically prepare myself. So I think while I'm studying content, I want to start like getting clips and making like recreations. I think that's what August is going to be. And then September is going to be my actual official content and I'll be able to flow. I think July is going to be recreations, but I still want to keep a movie sitting talking shot to still keep myself in that flow. So the movie shot most likely be walking around. The sitting shot will be probably back to journaling, and then the talking shot will be still these three: the update, encouraging word. I probably remove the prompts though, right? Speaking of that, the prompt. The prompt we have today is: what is one thing you appreciate about your ability to stay positive during a challenging time? Currently, I'm happy about my new outlook on life, about how if I'm struggling with something, I tell myself, oh my goodness, I'm happy that I noticed that because that means I'm getting better in the future. Now that I learned that a lot of stuff is just repetition and like memory. When you keep seeing something or you keep working on it, you'll get better. And like it doesn't have to be hard. You work a little bit at a time and it's like a compound effect. I'm actually seeing it real time. So I'm like, oh my goodness, that means if I keep working this thing, I'm get better. And it's like it's in the background. I don't have to like go as hard. But I'm happy that that's why I say I'm building capacity, because I'm currently not there where I can do what. I never look at the camera. That was one of my first problems. So side note, that was one of my first problems when I got when I started doing this. And I said I think the problem is because I'm looking at myself. I think if I was just looking at like a camera, I'll be fine, right? Because I'm kind of looking at the camera now and it kind of work out. I probably zone out a little bit, right? So I'm working on that eventually. So there's two things that's definitely been drilled into my mindset: the background music and the looking at the camera. Okay, that's that. Back to the conversation about my mindset and build capacity. Right now, I understand that it's one step at a time, right? And you'll build capacity, you do like small baby steps. But I'm also building my capacity up to where I'll be able to do things straight up, like really drill into something for a week or a month and really get that done. It doesn't have to be like a slow baby step, slow roll, pedal, and all that stuff. So I'm happy about that too. So that's what I'm happy about, my new outlook on life, the positivity. So it's like keep going, it's gonna work out. Like how I'm doing this content, like how I'm doing this practicing with this recording, editing, posting, the movie, sitting, talking shot. It's cool and all, but I remember when I first started this months back, I was like, how is it supposed to equal up to that? And I would get frustrated. This time I said, at this point, I was doing it for fun, right? But I actually see that it's possible, but it's still not there. But with this mindset, it's like, just keep going. And then that's how, as I kept going, that's how it revealed to me, like, oh, okay, this is practice for that content. And all you gotta do is the whole month. And now that I'm in the second half, I'm like, okay, cool. You should probably prepare. I'm not stressing, but that's probably coming up. So I probably not gonna do it this week, but I'm definitely gonna do it next week. I definitely know it happens, right? Because I'm so pumped to have it happen. And I think also another background situation that is going on. I'm talking fast a little bit now, so I might be mumbling. I'll see on the replay. But what else is going on? I think I lost my train of thought. The background thing I'm seeing is I'm setting up a goal for this week. And remember, the week is like 3 to 4 days. How this system going, right? I'm telling myself I want to do something. I'm feeling myself not do it or be lazy about it. And it's like my mind, I'm observing myself in real time not do these things. And I have a reason to do these things, right? So it's like by the time the next day come or the next day, I'm like, okay, I'm doing that thing today. I don't know what happened with you yesterday. I don't know what's going on with you. I'm gonna do that thing today. And it's like I get it done. I'm not pushing myself. It's like it pushes that whatever hindered me yesterday or whatever, I get to do the thing, right? So I want to do this thing so bad about planning for the next set of videos that it's gonna happen. So if I don't get a chance to do it this week, which I really don't feel like I'm gonna do, I really don't feel in my body that I'm gonna do the thing. So I'm fine with it. I said, cool. If you do it, cool. If you don't, I'm doing it next week regardless. Regardless. So that's what I'm happy about this transition. And the last thing is the encouraging word. What about the encouraging word? What about the encouraging word? I'm building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm building capacity one step at a time, one day at a time. I'm building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. And that's really the truth. And I can feel myself like feeling confident, like feeling cocky, like, yeah, I got this. I'm gonna worry about this. I fell for this trap before. Once I get a little too cocky, I feel too comfortable, then I'm gonna get like the rug gonna get swept from under my feet. I know that game, so I'm not falling for it again. So I'm still saying it. I'm still building capacity. I got my foot on this neck all month long. I'm doing my content all month long. That's my mindset. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know the last 2 weeks been fine. I don't know what's gonna come the next 2 weeks. I don't know. I have no idea. But I know with my ability, I'm gonna do it. And I feel a little down by that. I'm not worried about that. I have to focus on one day at a time, one step at a time. That's it. It's a new day, Just get your task done. That's it. That's all I gotta worry about. I gotta write the whole thing. Say, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't gotta speak to that. I focus on today. I'm in today. It's the 15th of July, 2026. I have to just focus on my task today. That's it, right? Building capacity one step at a time, one day at a time. Building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. I am building capacity by me doing this. By me doing this simple situation, right? It kind of low key feels unreal. Like I feel my younger self like that doesn't make sense. Like that's unreal that this situation will lead you to that. But I see it though. I'm not worried about it. One day at a time, one step at a time. I don't think too hard about it or too deep into it that I might psych myself out. I don't want that. But I'm amazed though. I am truly building capacity by practicing content, recording, editing, posting a moving, sitting, talking shot 2 times a week. Those 3 to 4 days, a lot happens that I don't even record. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can definitely do shorts. I can definitely do like TikTok reels. TikTok reels, Instagram reels, whatever you call them. I can really do those. And I found out something the other day. When people have like long form videos, like I think it's what like the 16:9 situation. I think whatever, or the YouTube vertical situation. I don't know, vertical, horizontal. I don't know what it is right now. That YouTube format. When they have it on TikTok, when it's like a bunch of black screen on the bottom and top, you can actually turn the phone around and it's actually like a long video. I found out the other day by seeing a video. I just assumed they posted a longer video and that was what it was. I didn't know TikTok supported that. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know they held it. I didn't know they had that long of a video. I was so shocked. I was watching like a 5-minute video. And I remember sometimes downloading a video and it would be 6 minutes. I don't know, that's very interesting to me. That was something new I found out. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Oh, I also learned about overlaying. Right now I'm using iMovie because it's the most simplest thing right now. Only thing I like about it is like it downloads. This is a good and bad thing. It downloads the videos to the app, so it's like it basically duplicates the videos. So if I'm editing and it's 3 GB, now it's 6. Plus, I think as you're editing like the timeline, I think that adds gigabytes too. That's something I don't care for, but I like that I could like overlay stuff. So I think I'm doing this video. I did the last video where I was talking about showing the stickers, like overlay over me talking. I love that situation. I love that a lot. Like I'm gonna do that for this one. I'm going to show the card, the prompt, and I'm gonna talk as I'm reading it. Yeah. I'm really getting the hang of this. Anyways, don't get overwhelmed. Don't do too much. One day at a time, one step at a time. I am not listening over this video. It's a bunch of footage, a bunch of talking. This video is 4 minutes. The first one was 4 minutes. I think I did a second one that was 2 minutes. I think I did another video between that, probably another 1 minute. I'm not watching that. So this would just get posted as is. But with that being said, I definitely don't want to talk too much. I gotta learn to reel it back in. But I feel like these are like journal entries at the same time. See, when I think too hard about it, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like watching formats like that. Oh, but this also is giving me another appreciation for people's videos. And definitely with editing, I'm watching people's videos because I'm thinking about recreation. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. I gotta set the camera up here, here, here. I was like, oh, I can't do all that. I'm not doing none of that. And I'm seeing why people get burnt out so fast. You're doing 1,000 different angles and it's beautiful. Not gonna lie. I think that's for the people who love this game, love this situation, love editing, love creating videos and footage. I think it's for them people. But I also think after a while you get used to it. Because I was doing something, like because I started recording, oh that's okay, that's nothing. Because I started recording, I'm back to my old self where I'm thinking about when I'm doing anything. I'm like, oh, I can record this. I was making a sandwich earlier and I was like, I could really just sit the camera down and record this. But I was like, nah, because I know for a fact I won't edit and post it. I don't feel comfortable with posting anything outside of this template right now. But okay, cool, I do that. Every time I get any water, I'm like, I could really record myself filling up my water bottle, right? Don't feel comfortable yet posting. So this is something I'm realizing, and that's where this positivity comes from. This is a negative thing, but I'm happy because that means I'll be able to do this later. So I'm gonna end this here. What is the silliest thing you've ever done to win a bet? First thing I thought about was lying. I couldn't remember a bet I did or where I needed to lie for a bet. I couldn't remember one, right? Then from saying that, I remember a time in elementary when it really started to be those things where I bet I can tell you, I bet I can get you to say, the color blue, right? And then they probably ask you what's the color of an apple, and you'll say it's red. And they're like, see, I told you, I told you I could get you to say red. And you're like, no, you said blue. And they're like, oh, I got you. And then another one was, if like you want to play a game, and you're like, yeah. And like, oh, what's like, I forgot how to say it. I don't know. I guess they say like, where we at? You'll say in a room. They'll say, what year is it? You'll say the year. What time is it? This and the third. Then they ask you, what's the first question I asked you? And you're like, oh, you asked me what room it was. And like, no, I asked you, do you want to play a game? I remember in elementary, like those things had just started out, and it was like, it was that. So that's what I remember from this talking point or prompt today. That's that. Building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Build capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Build capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. How do you feel about the situation? How's it going for you? I know that's what's happening now. So it's like, stay consistent on a plan. Right now I'm in a flow state. Like, it's easy to do the things. At first I would tell myself to do the plans, like make the content, and they'd be like, I don't want to do it, or I have to like push myself to do it. And then as I'm doing it, I have all this negative stuff, like there's negative thoughts, and like, just stop doing this, and third. So I got to push through that. Eventually I tell myself, one, just focus on today and focus on the task today, right? So I got that down packed. Now I'm understanding, oh my goodness, I'm building capacity because I see it getting better. But I've been here before, so I know don't fall for the bait. I'm at a flow state, right, where I tell myself, okay, let's make the content, and I flow. My body just do it, we get it done, it'll be done, right? And this is a pivotal moment. This is a good moment not to slip up. Don't get comfortable. Don't think, because it's not a muscle memory yet. Your body's not used to it yet. Your mind is connected to your body and it's flowing, right? So I'm telling myself, understand, I'm at this point, I'm thinking about the end now. I'm building capacity. These steps I'm doing are going to compound, and they're going to result in something, and you won't see it until the end of the month. So all you have to do is be consistent. So it's one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm building capacity. Understand the capacity things at the end. The viewpoint is at the end. I don't know what's going to be there, but it's going to be a perspective at least. Something happens at the end, right? And then all I got to do is focus on my steps for today. That's all I got to do. And I told myself earlier, something happened, and I was like, you gotta keep this up for like 3 months. I was like, no, I don't. All I gotta do is focus on today. The last few days of me, the last couple of days I've been consistent. So it's like, oh, they consistent, I'm gonna be consistent too. Ain't got nothing to do with them, ain't got nothing to do with future me. And it relieves so much stress off me. It has me focus on this day, and I'm present. I understand that today's a new day. I have steps to do, like things to do that add up to what I'm trying to build and where I'm trying to go, right? Today, I collect information, that the new information I'm getting, the old information I have, and I'm able to see certain things, right? And understanding that the same thing's gonna happen at the end of the month. So I understand I'm just one situation. I don't know, it sounds crazy. But it's really not that crazy. All I gotta do is focus on today. One day at a time, one step at a time, build capacity. Understand by the end of the month, someone's gonna tell me, just be consistent. For me to really see it, you have to be consistent all the days. So for that, don't overwhelm yourself, just focus on today. That's it. So I'm focused on today. Today's the 16th. I just finished content. I'm gonna edit this. I'm doing my other routines. And the stuff I said I'm doing behind the scenes, I'm bring it forward. Okay, so what about the update? What's up with the update? The update. A real update. I'm getting tired of saying, oh, behind the scenes we're doing this and the third. I feel like it's clownery. But I gotta understand, this is not a real situation. This is not real. Of course, people might watch this, but this is not real. Don't focus on this too much. If you're just doing you're recording, editing, posting a movie, sitting, talking shot to practice content. You have a full-time content you're gonna do. This is just to get you built with the muscle memory, understand that you're gonna be recording, editing, and posting, right? And then behind the scenes, I'm starting to build up and starting to see with clarity about what I'm actually going to record. We're finally there, we made it, right? It's still gonna take some time. End of the month, you're gonna have something, right? Okay, that's that. So don't overwhelm yourself. And don't talking too much. That's fine. In normal videos, you're gonna talk and you're just getting stuff off your chest. You're flowing. You're seeing what you're comfortable with talking on camera and what you're not comfortable with, right? And you're breaking those barriers. Cool. I'm learning things about angles. I'm trying different things out. What do I want? I want like a neck, the new like neck tripods. So when I'm like writing, I definitely want to try that. But I feel like it might hang too low. I don't know. I still want to try it. I feel like it'd be a bunch of great shots for that. I have a new set of content creators I'm studying. I studied them yesterday. The first day I don't peep nothing. It's the second day I start to see patterns or like where they differ, like how they're different from other people and certain highlights. It's into like the third day that I really start noticing a lot. Since this set is 4, I'm gonna notice a lot. Yeah. Any other update? Oh yeah, the camera angle. Now since it's supposed to be 3 different talking shots, something I'm adding new is for the 3 talking points, I'm going to shift the camera in 3 different angles. I'm in the same spot, I'm just putting the camera one way, another way, then turn a little bit more. That's all I did. And it's gonna help me with the mindset of different camera angles. Eventually I'm feel comfortable to like probably sit at the desk, sit on the bed, probably sit on the floor, sit at different places on the couch. Right now I'm just trying to keep it consistent because I know when I start adding all type of different variables, it started messing me up. But I also learned that if I keep the same things going, just like I said about the content creators, when you continuously do the same thing, you start to notice patterns and different things. So by the time I do get to the point that I'm more comfortable with being anywhere else, right, besides what I've been showing for the last month, I will know what works and what doesn't work. And I'll learn from that, right? So this is a whole enjoyable situation. I'm learning a lot. I like the process. Eventually I'll be able to talk to the camera, look at the camera. I really think I just have to flip the camera around and I'll be able to focus on the camera, at least look at the pink case. I don't know, right? Can I look at I can look at the background, I can look at the phone, but I'm telling myself, look at the phone. So maybe that could be a practice. If I continue to tell myself, look at the camera and be able to talk, that could be a skill I could build. I like it. Okay, one of the projects I need to do, oh, I remember what I was gonna talk about. Okay, what I was gonna talk about was, I am doing this week a reading, studying, arts and crafts. That's one thing I can't talk about the background. This was going to be in the content. This is the lifestyle portion. With reading, now I have a reading goal for the month for a physical book and a digital book. For the physical book, I'm trying to build myself back up with reading. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. It's also a time management thing. I'm telling myself, if you don't finish the book this month, cool. That book done, next month start anew. And what's going to encourage me to do is to finish the book, spend more time so I can really finish these books. So I'm super happy about that. The audio books, I can't finish them, but I slacked off on them. I just got over listened to them, but I found a good 4 books I like, but the goal is only finish one of them. And that's gonna be the compounding one. But the one I like is another different book. I gotta figure out what the name is again. That's that. Something else I'm doing is for crafts, I am doing the paper portraits. And I just thought about just now when I was looking at the paper, I don't have to glue it. I can basically build on what other people have done. I learned from watching them is like the shape of it, like the shoulders, the neck, and the head, and everything is on top of it. And I've seen people like slide stuff off. And I really don't have to use glue. I could just break a bunch of pieces and put it on there. I can always come back if I want to, right? So I like that. Anything else? I also have studying. I want to finish a course this week as well. And eventually it's going to get to the point where these are going to be like monthly or quarterly goals, like the 12-week year, 12-week vibe, right? I definitely want to do a lot of those 12-week years. It's like one each. It'd be great. I also want to do like magazine scrapbooking. So it's a lot of stuff I want to do. I just have to get into the flow. What is your favorite way to overcome obstacles or challenges in your life? What is your favorite way to overcome obstacles and challenges in your life? Um, I'm running a blank. Read it again. What is your favorite way to overcome obstacles or challenges in your life? Food. I have a bad problem with um going to food for comfort. So I'm learning that. I'm happy that I finally do know that. So remember this whole thing about once you find out the problem, you get excited because you know I've identified the problem so I can fix it. So that's what I'm happy about, right? So what is your favorite way to overcome obstacles or challenges in your life? Food. It calms me down from, I guess, anxiety, whatever it gets me to be. I'm able to see clearly. I'm going to replace that with a more proper way of doing things, I guess, right? I'm pretty sure now I'm thinking about it, they didn't ask you like what you do, like you get frustrated what you do. It's asking you what's your favorite way to overcome obstacles and challenges in your life. I'm running a blank, I don't know. And what's funny about these is I'm reading it right, saying that, and I don't get it. Somebody else is going to answer this question. I'm like, oh my goodness, it was that simple to answer. Sometimes I think my brain it does too much. It's like, oh, you have to get the best answer, the most complex answer, and then it does nothing, right? When it could be a simple answer. But yeah, that's the answer I had. Food. I'm working on it. I'm happy to figure out I do that, and I can overcome it. I'm working on that, right? Actively working on it. Encouraging word, one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm building capacity. I'm building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. One step at a time, one day at a time builds capacity, right? How you feel about this? I am building capacity. I am. Now I'm locked in. Now I'm so locked in. I'm not worried about any type of feelings or doubt I have. It's like, just do the steps. Yeah, so I'm just like, just do the steps. I'm just trying to finish everything. And right now before recording, I was like, oh, all I gotta do. I said, you know what? Don't worry about that. Worry about your first two tasks. Content, editing, and then your next steps. That's it. So right now, content is done. And I'm just have to edit. And I'm good. Before I started editing, I was okay. I need to transition into doing my full-time content. And what is my full-time content? It is diet, exercise, hobby series, lifestyle, personality. Personality was definitely the reason I started this practice in the first place with the prompts and the cards was to see what comes to my mind. This has definitely helped me because I'm able to flow in the camera smoothly now. I understand there's 3 points and every time I talk, every video is like, oh, I want to talk about this or I didn't like you get that and I'm able to improve on it, improve on it, improve on it. So I'm not sure exactly how this next wave is gonna go, but I'm happy and more confident I can talk to the camera. I'm still not looking at the camera, but I'm able to flow. Before I just get like blank and I get frustrated, and I did keep those clips in from when I first started, how frustrated I was. So I think that was an update. Now that I think about it, talking about moving to the full-time content, yeah, that was an update. Anything else? I have some newspapers in this. Okay. This is gonna be the next workout equipment. I thought about doing the step what's it called, the stepper, the platform. What's going on? Actually, I'm gonna wrap this up because every time I'm editing, I'm like, you have like footage for like a minute or less, but then you're finishing off with a 10-minute video. So I'm like, okay, you talk for a whole 8 to 9 minutes, and it's good stuff. But I was like, okay, you have to cut down on that. And I'm not talking randomly, but I would like to cut down on it. And eventually I want to fill the video with more movements and different placements. I want to start getting comfortable with that. So that's a good thing to find out. But with the content, it's still the same. A walking shot. The only thing I'm changing is my workout equipment shot. That's the only one. It's the second one. There's a treadmill, reading, typing, journaling. Right? That's the situation. I'm gonna keep it the same for the rest of the month out. Right now I feel like I'm rambling. I don't feel like I'm talking how I want to. So what's the bullet points you would like to say? What was the bullet points you like to say? The bullet points is for building capacity. That's where my mindset is on. So I'm ready to just get the steps done for today and understand that as you keep doing them, they're gonna compound. By the time you get to the end of the week, it's gonna take something. By the time you get to the middle of the week and end of the week, you learn a lot. So at this point, don't worry about today. Just do the steps for today and understand that it's going to build your capacity. I'm starting to see things that I'm getting more comfortable with. I'm starting to see things that I thought was like a mountain. It's not really that big. So it's telling me anything you're having trouble facing, just start it baby steps. Just start it baby steps. By the time you get midway through the week, it's not gonna seem that big to you. By the time you get 1 week in, it's not gonna seem that big to you. You're so far away from that task you want to do or that goal you want to accomplish, so it seems so big, it seems so impossible. But if I start it, it's gonna work out. And it's true that this is what the people have been saying this whole time, but I just couldn't see it. It just didn't make any sense. But now I guess my viewpoint is now, if there's a destination and I'm gonna make it, I just have to continue doing my task, and it's gonna be better. Not that, oh yeah, I'm gonna get there and I'm still gonna struggle, this and the third. So I think that's the switch for me. That's that first one. What was the second one we want to talk about? I make these talking shots way too long. I love them when I look back at the video. I know for a fact I'm gonna love going back to these, watching these, but right now it's too long. So that's what I aim for next time, make them very quicker. So every day, probably like 5 minutes. Because I want to move also, third, what is the third one? I want to start doing recreations. What's the last two you seen? Earlier I was just watching a journal vlog, and I'm trying to get back into journaling. So I was okay, but I also thought about, okay, you could recreate this video. And then I watched another video, and people are like doing reading vlogs. So I was like, you could recreate these videos. This is a baby steps. And I thought about, the reason I say baby step is because most likely it's a sitting talking shot, and you have a few clips, you have a reading, or show yourself journaling. So I feel like those are more easier, right? What just happened? I feel bad 'cause I said it's easy. So I feel like I'm offending people who are doing journaling vlogs or reading vlogs. It's like I'm saying their work isn't hard. I wasn't trying to say that, and I know I'm not trying to say that, but okay. What's going on is, I'm done. I'm done talking. What do you want to talk about? How do you feel right at this moment? I feel like I talk too much in the videos. That's fine, I can work on that. I was talking about that. I feel in a slump right now, out of nowhere. But I'm still good, like I can still do my plans, but I feel like a slump. And I feel like as I'm talking, it's like something's catching my tongue and like stopping me from talking, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm chilling. I'm really chilling. I really love stationary stuff. Like stickers, notebooks, stickers, book, stickers, notebook. And then there's so much more stuff I have in this container over here. I have next to my bed. I have on my desk. And it's just different spots. I love stationary stuff. I love stationary stuff. I love it. I'm happy now I know like what it's called. And I'm really fine tuning like exactly what I like. And I want to definitely get into journaling. Like genuine journaling too. Not just I'm doing prompts, but I'm expressing my feelings so I can come back later and look at it. So this is all coming together nicely. The prompt of the day is, what is the most ridiculous excuse you've ever used to get out of doing something? I'm pretty sure I've used some. I'm pretty sure I'm a bad liar, so it's very obvious. But I'm thinking about definitely for this, the first thing that came to my mind was, stop lying. Just tell the truth, right? Be honest, tell the truth, whether you like to do something or not. And I feel like if I have to like lie, there's a problem. There's a situation with that relationship. And I should fix that, or I should figure out what's going on, right? But some situation, I think I understand that you don't want to hurt people's feelings, but I'm like, I think I want to get to a point where I could be very honest, because I feel like if I'm telling you a lie to get out of a situation, it's been all this extra stuff, right? And if you have a problem about somebody not wanting to do something, that's your right, and you can either stop messing with that person, right? For both sides. So I definitely like that. That's something good that made me think about, because I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't really like think about. I want to talk real fast today because I don't want to have these talking points so long. I'm happy that I'm going to start doing my full-time content. I'm seeing it again and I'm remembering it, so I'm liking that. So with this building capacity, one day at a time, one step at a time, I have hit a point where it's okay. I have come back around for a circle to what the plans originally were. And what usually did happen to me. Once I make all these plans, right? And as I start the plans, I'll forget originally why I started. And even if I wrote it down, like, oh, I don't care about that, this and the third. So this situation was key during the situations. And I really was practicing to see, like, how far could I get? And see, this is how I get to a long video. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Make this real simple. Make this real simple. You just did your prompt, your come down, prompt, encouraging word, update. Let's start now. I already did the prompt, that's done. For the encouraging word, building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. How do you feel about this? I'm currently at the stage of, I know exactly what I want to end, and understand that these steps every day is building capacity for me to do that. Since I hit the halfway mark, I see that, oh, it is very possible. And by me doing these steps, it's like it unlocks something. It's like it's drawing me closer. I'm able to do it. So it's like, okay, cool. So continue just doing one day at a time, one step at a time. Keep going. So today's a new day. Do your steps today. You're good to go, right? And what I'm learning is certain things I plan to do today and I don't do them. I'm like, okay, I'm a person to make sure I do it tomorrow. Once the set is done with like 3 to 4 days, I'm like, okay, you didn't get to do that. So right now it's the 4th day, it's the last day, and I recognize certain things I didn't do. I still have a day of routines to do, but I noticed some things and I shifted them yesterday. Like one thing I shifted was I want to do creative projects, right? So this week I was supposed to do like paper crafts and I was supposed to like edit on the laptop, try some like project. I never got to those. And I have an idea why I didn't, because I feel like, oh, I didn't do everything else I'm supposed to do. That's a fun thing. You can't do that right now. And I'm not telling myself that consciously. That's like a subconscious thing. So I'm like, okay, I can definitely work on that. And I told myself, and this is how I improve. If I can't do it, and I can force myself to do it, but I'm trying to do things with ease first. I'm trying to approach myself like gently, and if that doesn't work, then I'm like, okay, that didn't work, and I'm able to like go more push myself to do it. With that being said, what's the situation? I didn't do the creative projects. I didn't do the paper crafts. I didn't edit. Okay, what now? So I told myself, okay, cool. You know what you can do? The paper crafts, you could do them on the laptop. You can do them on the iPad. Just draw the shapes and assemble them, right? And I thought about, okay, cool, what app could I use? How can I make that happen? I don't know. Something I did find out cool this week was the coloring on the iPad. I was like, what if I just take a screenshot and use like that editing tool? I love it. I absolutely love that. Going to use more of that. I absolutely love that. It was like so effortless. It didn't take up that much storage. It don't take up any storage on my phone for real. I mean my iPad for real. So I'm definitely gonna look forward to that. Keep doing that. Anything else? That's it for now. This ran over a little longer. So okay, so the question is, do you want to make this shorter? If you're making it shorter, I guess at this point I'm treating this like a video diary, a journal, but I'm not supposed to. So we're gonna try again, straight through, not too much. I want to be under 2 minutes. Okay. Prompt, encouraging word, update. For the prompt, what is the most ridiculous excuse you ever used to get out of doing something? I can't remember a ridiculous excuse, but I'm definitely sure I made ridiculous excuses before. I could just feel it. That's it. Encouraging word. Building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Building capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. We are building capacity by doing our steps one day at a time. We're focusing on today and we're building our steps. Okay? Update. Update. What is the update for today? What is the update? Since this video has ended, and I'm going to start a new video tomorrow, I need to figure out what workout equipment I'm going to use. I'm in between this squat mat or the like step platform thing, right? So what I'm gonna do is go to YouTube and search up like the squat mat workout or the step platform workout and see which one I'm gonna choose. And that's it. That's all I have to say. How do I feel? I feel like this isn't a part of the program like I'm supposed to do. The whole point of this conversation and talking shot is to help me with the personality portion of my full-time content where I am able to flow about how I feel and talk. Do you feel like it's improving? I feel like it does and then it doesn't, right? I feel very, 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 very restricted by not being able to talk. So I'm definitely going to keep that for next week. So that felt very odd to do, to make it shorter. So I'm interested to see how that feels for the next 3 days to do a short segment because it fit under 2 minutes. You do the prompt, no, you do the prompt, the encouraging word, and the update. And you just have to repeat for this one once, build a capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Build a capacity one day at a time, one step at a time. Remember, we're building capacity by focusing on today and the task for today. That will get us to our goal. That's all you gotta say. Then you move on to the update, and it has something to do with the content. I don't know what it could be tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the first day of me trying new workout equipment, and I'll see how it works out. Usually something different happens with the camera angles. Like today, I thought about putting the camera to the other side, but I did it, right? It's very, okay, so that's the plans for next week, to make shorter talking points. The video should be more than 15 minutes. So that means it should be able to fit 5 minutes per day. 15 minutes or less videos. Cool. That's what I'm going to do for the update. I'm going to talk about what happened today and then what I look for tomorrow. And that should highlight to me what stood out today. Like how I said today, since it's the last day, I have to plan for a new workout equipment tomorrow. So I'm telling myself I'm looking forward to that. So the update tomorrow will be about the workout equipment. And I already can kind of expect from past experiences that I'm going to have to set the camera up a different way. I also talked about which workout equipment I was going to use, so I could talk about which one I decided to do and how that worked out. And like I said, I probably could do an update about the next day about how that worked out, right? Then that would eventually highlight to me other talking points I could have. So I'm happy we have made it here. See, with one day at a time, one step at a time, build a capacity, I have reached this point.